All right, hello everyone. My name is Sarabi. Today we're gonna pretty much go over a general overview of Travefy. So if you guys haven't heard of it, give me 1 second because my children are being a little loud. 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a mom real quick. But like I said, Travefy is a paid service. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And what it allows you to do is create a lot of different like proposals and itineraries. So that's what we're kind of going to go over with you today. So creating that initial like quote for your clients. And then also like if you're marketing for Black Friday, this is also where this comes into play. You can actually create a marketing profile page where you can send this, post it on your social media, and people can go through and see what itineraries you already have and then contact you from there, okay? So right here, once you get in, I did put my referral link in the chat box for those that want to try the free trial. And then after that, because you use the link, you do get 25% off for your first 3 months. But right here is where you're going to go to new trip, okay? So anytime somebody has any proposals, anything like that, you're going to go here and then you can start either an itinerary or a proposal. They're pretty much the same thing. It's just the wording on it is different. Okay, so I'm going to click on proposal. And this is what it's going to show you. So you have 2 ways that you can do this. You can either build it by scratch, like put in piece by piece what you want to put on there, or you can have the itinerary automatic for you. Okay, so Vax is one of the ones that I really like for this feature, where if you click on new events and lodging, they actually have an email here, so you can just directly send your Vax itinerary straight to here, and you don't necessarily have to do anything. Now, with that being said, sometimes with technology, it does kind of glitch and maybe it might not go all the way, but it is, most of the time it does work, okay? But we're gonna build a regular itinerary because I do have a Black Friday group cruise that I wanna market, so I do wanna put that on here. So starting off with, I'm gonna name it, okay? This is my Veterans Day my Veterans Appreciation Cruise. And it is starting on the 9th of next year. Okay, I'm not going to add a price point on here, but you can when you are working with an actual client. And then I'm going to save my description for a little bit later because I do want to just get the details of the cruise on there. Okay, and then also you can change the cover photo. So they're basically going to be in the Caribbean area. So I'm just going to go ahead, click on there and click on a Caribbean picture that I feel like will look nice and relaxing. Oh, found one that quick. I feel like this one looks really pretty, so I'm going to save that. And don't worry if you don't see the whole picture on here. When you click on preview, they'll be able to see the full picture when you send it. So this is the view that your clients are going to have, okay? Just keep that in mind if you feel like it cuts off the picture, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and start importing things for that actual cruise, okay? So for example, my new event, all right, they have categories depending on what you're looking to book. So we have activities where you can link your Viator link on there and they add that. Lodging, which is again, you know, the accommodations for hotels, flights, ground transportation, all that good stuff. And when you actually put the numbers in for the flights too, it automatically updates. So if there's like a delay or if a flight is early, it's gonna directly upload and update on this app for them. So they don't have to you don't have to necessarily like keep in track or constantly just look at it. It'll automatically do that for their itinerary, which is really nice. So I'm gonna actually click on Carnival Cruise Line. And then the ship is the Carnival Freedom. So I've already reserved this cruise, which is why I know what the ship name is and the cruise line. and I am doing this one. This is the day that we are gonna be leaving out, and hit get itinerary. So right off the bat, it has the sailing, it has the information, and all I have to do is click add itinerary. And bam, it does it for me. It has the dates on here. Now this one, I see there's an empty day. So typically when it's the day at sea is when you can add events. So for cruises in particular, I like to kind of highlight some of the amenities that the cruise offers. Little fun things that they can do on the ship, maybe some spas, things like that, to kind of fill in that empty space there. But you see how fast that was, guys? It had all the information on here. Deck plans. If I'm sending this to a client, I don't necessarily leave these on there, but because this is going to be like a marketing type of itinerary, I am going to leave this on there because I'm going to more people who probably haven't been on a Carnival cruise before and they want to see what they have to offer. But like I said, guys, it's very, very, very easy. This was just a cruise example. And then you can add as much information on here as you need to. Now, for example, if I wanted to put in some Nassau information, okay, and someone haven't been to Nassau before, they want to learn all about it, right here in your library, they have what's called city guides. And what this does is when you type in the location, it gives you all the information that you can send to your clients for them to get more immersed in the city or state that they're going to, okay? So right here, you can do the full city guide. Or if there's certain sections that you want to cater and put in there, like if you have people that are just looking for nightlife, here you can be that person and be like, here's some fun nightclub places, or here's some shopping sprees, or this comes with qualifying your client, what they're looking for the trip. But you can put the whole thing in here, or you can just pick certain things that you can add on there, which is really cool. And if there's something, destination that you actually market for, or a resort that you market for very often, you can save that to your library so that way you don't have to keep searching it over again. So for example, this one, I'm going to do tourist information. Okay. So I'm just going to add this, drag it, and place it there. And now it has the tour information, public transfers, time zones, all the little things that they need that will help them, okay? Like I said, again, and even if you send this to a client and you start adding things afterwards, these are all live itineraries. Live meaning that anytime you add something, they will see it right away. So that is one thing that I really like about this platform, because it saves you time on having to send a new PDF every single time. So I'm gonna go ahead and add something else to this as well, because this is a cruise. I do like to try to add some, before pre-cruise and post-cruise like lodging. So I am actually gonna add a new day. I'm gonna have one for the end, and then I'm going to have one for the beginning as well. Dragging and dropping, okay? So for the 8th, the cruise is porting out of Port Canaveral. So I'm going to go to new events and then lodging. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this open for a moment because I haven't searched my property yet. So this is where Vax is gonna come in. Have Vax handy here. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to budget vacations. We're just gonna do hotels for now because, again, when you're marketing this, if you have a client, then of course you want to have the flights on there, but this is strictly for Black Friday promotional purposes, okay? We are doing, I'm gonna say Orlando. I'll keep it for 2 adults. I want to say the date was the 8th. Had protection for 1 night. Search. Now, while that is loading, one thing I do want to note, Travefy is linking with a lot of the vendors that we have. So like, for example, I mentioned Viator. If you want to do activities, I'll show you guys this in one of my previous itineraries that I built, but you can directly have all the itineraries and your self-booking link inside the itinerary itself for Travefy. So they allow you to import it over, and then you can directly put your link in there. So when people are looking at it, they like it, they can either book it themselves or call you to do that. So it gives you an option. I'm going to click on 4-star and 5-star. So this is just my general like mock booking, looking at things. That's a whole nother training for no whole different day. But I'm really just gonna try to find a resort that I really like. I'll just click on this one. Let's see. It looks somewhat decent. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'll just click on that one for now. I'll click on the studio 1 king bed. All right, so right here comes the page where it has everything. I have my resort, my travel protections included. So now what I'm gonna do is click on this email print itinerary tab. Okay, so I have two options. I can input this directly or I can use this feature. I'll show you both. So if I click on this, right here where it says to, this is where you're gonna put that Travefy link email here. So just copying this right here. Pasting. And I'm gonna put the Veterans Day mock preview and email. All right, so we'll see if that one goes through. However, if it doesn't, I'm gonna cancel this one. For whatever reason, if it doesn't go through, we can add it manually as well. So it says processing forwarded email confirmation. Cool. But if I click on there and go to lodging again, they do give you the option of searching it by the property name as well. So that one was the Cypress, what was it called? Cypress Point Resort. And then I like to click on the website one because I'm one of the ones, I used to not give out the names of the resorts, but when I'm on Travefy and everything, I actually don't mind doing that anymore because one, I charge a fee, so I get my money anyway. But two, I do like the fact that they can go through, look at the different pictures and things and do their research to decide if that's a resort that they want to stay at. So I do it that way. So right there, staying at that worst case scenario, if you type in the resort and you can't find it, then you can always just add everything manually. Okay, so they do make sure you're able to create what you need to create. Whether you want to do it the quick way or if you want to just add piece by piece on, you know, what kind of information you want to have on there. Now, with this edit button, you can edit every single one of these tabs to fill out the information that you want and present to your clients, okay? So for this one, I am gonna make it a point to note that this is an optional accommodation because sometimes people don't want to stay at certain places. So I mean, I like to create options for them, but if like they have a favorite place that they want to stay at, you know, that's something that I want to make sure they don't feel like when they see this itinerary, this is where they have to stay. And I also like to note what kind of room they're in. So this one was a Studio King. And I'm not going to include pricing or anything like that on there because again, this is for promotional purposes. I don't need to go into detail like that. If they really want to know, then they need to contact me for that information. Done editing. Oh, it went through. Okay. So this is how you do it when you have to manually do it itself. You see, Vax already input this information for me, okay? They do add a price on there. All I have to do is when I click on this, I can just take this off if I don't want them to see the price point, okay? So very simple. Oops, 1 second. Very simple processes on building a itinerary. Now, when you're done with everything you have to do, you do want to kind of come up with like a description to put in here. I use ChatGPT. I'm not good at words, so ChatGPT is AI for those that don't know. All of my things are through there, and I just kind of use the same prompt that it gave me once and just fill in what I need to fill in based off of that actual itinerary. Same thing for a lot of like my verbiage on when I send this out. So you can click the send button, email, invite clients. So when you have your clients in here, you can type in their name, add a custom message, and then send it directly to them. Or again, you can preview, see what you like, what you don't like on here, and it'll have that different itinerary. And you see how it's built, guys? It looks very professional. It has a lot of information on there. All of these links are hyperlinks, so they can directly see all that stuff, and it makes it easy for them. Do we have any questions so far? I know I kind of ran through that a little quickly. Again, welcome for those of you guys that came in a little bit later. I did put my referral link in here for those that would like to test it out for the first month. So if you need that, let me know. All right. So I'm going to leave this as it is right now. I'm not going to add any extra information just yet. But what I want to show you guys is when you create your profile. Absolutely. One second. All right. So you see how I have some of these that like have emojis in front of it? These are the pre-Black Friday sales that I had going on. Okay. So for example, this one, the FTK couples retreat. So I'll open this really quickly. This is also another cruise, right? Information documents. It has everything you need to know about Miami. It has the cruise destination for Virgin Voyages, by the way. That's what this one is. And then again, it has information about the trip, including what the deposit rate is, when they need to book it by, all of that good stuff. Okay. Now, because this is a basic itinerary, how do I get it to where I can send it to my clients if I'm not sending them a direct email? This is where your marketing profile for Travefy comes into play. It's really, really awesome. If you click on your name and you click on profile, they give you a profile page that you can actually have and post about, post to your social medias, your website, all that good stuff. So this is my basic profile. I'm still developing on what I want to add on this one, but right here is where the good stuff is. This is your marketing profile, okay? So it gives you a customizable link. You can decide what the back half of your URL is going to say. You want to make sure it is public. And then you want to have all of your contact information in there. Okay, so that is the main thing that you want to do. Then you can go in and have a description of yourself, about you, about your agency, all that good stuff. And then you want to include all of your links. So you see how it puts them in here. That's my website link and then all my socials. And then at the bottom, it gives you an option to add some featured trips. So this is where you're going to put a lot of those itineraries that you have built on. Okay. So for example, this one that I just created, I'm going to click add. And then right here, I could just simply add that itinerary to this featured list, and then bam, it puts it back there. And it makes it big because it's the one right here. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that it would do that. And then another thing, because it does it like this, you have full control of how you want your itineraries to look. So if I wanted to highlight this FTK cruise and make that one bigger, I will put that one at the bottom. If I wanted to highlight my Viator links, I will put that one at the bottom, okay? Because that's literally all this is just Viator links and activities that I found for different destinations, okay? So it makes it very customizable to how you want to do it. Right now, I do want to actually highlight this one though. because I feel like that one is the best deal right now. And then once you're done, you get it to how you want to get it. You can send this. You can put this link on anywhere. So like if you want to put it on your Facebook page, if you want to put it on, if you have like one of those bio links, like a flow code or something like that, I have this on my flow code as well. And you know, you want to market that stuff, put it at the top, say exclusive travel club deals or exclusive Black Friday deals or whatever you want to call it. You can always interchange each of these things. Same thing with the itineraries. Let me go back here. So for example, these same 3 things here, these were called different things depending on what I was marketing for. So you can utilize those same links and you don't have to have so many different ones to where you have like a million different itineraries on your not back office. I almost called this the back office, but your itinerary page, okay? So like this one here, this one is my Viator stuff. So I picked different destinations that I like to market to and that I've sold more. I do have some more to put on there. And basically Viator, all I did was get their product code, find something that I like, and then link my code here. So I'm missing something for Orlando. So let's go ahead and show you what that would look like. Being new, I like this. Easy to manage. Yes, it is very easy to manage and it's clean. That's why I really like it. I will say, full disclosure, I did try TravelJoy for their free trial as well. They do have some very good visual aspects. I will give them that. But what I really like about the Travefy side of things is just the extra, you know, information that you can provide for your clients and the app. That is free to your clients as long as you have your account and you set it up for them. They have an option to download the Travefy app. So if they're going overseas or something and they're roaming or they don't have services, they can text you directly through the app and you can get it through their itinerary as well. So it's just all the little features. It's the little details. I just came off of Jody's training, so I'm all about the details right now. That's one of the ones that I really like as well. But let me go ahead and go into Viator here. How did you get emojis on the trip? I right clicked and then picked the emoji, kind of like when you're typing. So like right click. Hold on. I might have to have a text space to do it. Right click, emoji. Boop. Actually, you know me, I'm like emoji somebody all the way.
That is awesome. I never even knew that. That is such a small little thing, but such a big, awesome trick. I love it.
Right. Thank you. That's why I'm like, they are constantly updating this. So like even from whoever's watching this on YouTube, like months down the line, they might have some new features. So they're doing some amazing things with it. I really like it. But let's go ahead and look for Orlando. I'm gonna pick a random date just because it's just like the holiday season. Apply. I don't know what it is about people wanting to see alligators. I mean, I feel like that's dangerous. I would be so scared. But people really like it. So hey, power to them. But not I, said the cat. Ooh, this is cool. I like to look for those likely to sell out things because when they click on it, they see that too and be like, ooh, let me go ahead and get this. So let's do a glow in the dark kayaking. All right, so nice little picture. It made me stop scrolling, so I figured it'll make somebody else stop scrolling and then they can look at the different things. So if you scroll down under all of the information, right under the reviews, they have what's called a product code right here. So I'm going to copy this. A lot of copy and pasting. Copy and pasting is a lot better than typing the full thing out, right? New activity. And they classify this one as a tour. So when you go through, click the down arrow. I'm gonna find Viator on here. And as you guys can see, there are so many different, they have Apple Vacations on here, Central Holidays, Classic Vacations. So they got a lot of stuff on here, guys, for us. There it is, buyer. I'm gonna paste that product code. And I'm gonna get that itinerary. Bam. And now that's another activity just like that. How long did that take? What, a minute? Has all the information. It looks like I put in a lot of work, right? That's all they need to know. That's all they need to think about it, right? I do like to kind of change things up, like spacing issues, but once you get it to how you like it, very simple, very seamless. All right, so we have the itinerary. And now I'm gonna add my link, okay? So if I'm gonna book this activity here in all caps. I'm gonna go back. Again, guys, copy and pasting is your friends. Here's a link to share with your client. I'm gonna copy this one. And I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna highlight this word here and click this insert link button. And paste it. All right, so I got my link in there. Now I'm going to add my little extra homey touches. All right, got my homey touches on there. And then now I am done. Boom, super simple, super easy, guys. Anytime you want to create things, they do give you like little numbers and stuff for if, let's say you have a client that viewed something. Let's click on, let's say this one, right? So it'll tell you someone viewed the web itinerary. This is how you can tell if your clients are actually looking at the quotes that you send them out. So if they try to say, oh, I didn't see it, Travefy will tell on them, okay? It'll tell you when you sent it out. It'll give you like a breakdown of everything that has happened in between now and then. And then again, if you want to directly chat with them through here, you can do that as well, okay? There are other little features that we can talk about for next week. But those are kind of like the main things I wanted to highlight for this week because I know that was a lot of information. I do want to give it, I do want to open it up for questions. So do we have any little quick things that you would like me to go over really quick before we get into our Q&A? All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining. Don't worry, guys, don't hop off yet. This is just for the closing YouTube, but you guys, thank you for joining me for the travel Q, or not the Travefy Q&A, but the Travefy 101. I am going to be posting this on my YouTube channel, so be aware of that. And then we are going to be doing a 102, 103 kind of mix where I'm going over like the invoices and how to create a website with Travefy as well. Because if you didn't know, they do have like different forms and such that we can do. But again, that is a whole other beast in itself. So I will save that for next week's training. I hope to see you guys soon. Ciao.
Thank you. Aloha.